What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm a little stuffy right now. I'm not sure what's going on. All this weather, snow and all that kind of has my allergies just all messed up. I am here in my car actually. If you don't know, I moved back home. I don't really have an area to like shoot my content. So I'm like, let me just do it in my car. Try not to care so much about the aesthetic. People need to just hear what I got to say. That I don't really need the cute background and all that. So here I am. But if you're new here, my name is Jessica, aka Jess, aka the Wealth Therapist. I am an entrepreneur, a real estate investor, and wealth coach. And I help people control and manage their money so that they can build wealth and actually live the life that they want. So I'm going to be bringing you guys along on my wealth journey as I am striving towards financial freedom. And if you are looking to start your wealth journey, definitely tag along. We're on this journey together. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button. You know, don't miss a video because I'm literally going through all the ins and outs of my entrepreneurship journey and the different things that I'm doing to build wealth for myself. I'm still in my 20s, I'm young, and I just want to inspire other people to really take their finances serious and not wait until they're 50, 60 to really start building wealth for themselves. So subscribe to the channel, and today's video we're going to be talking about good debt versus bad debt, because I think a lot of us are still stuck in the incorrect mindset when it comes to money and credit and all that, which is understandable. We all probably grew up with parents who may not have had the education and the resources and the tools that we have today. And they taught us credit is bad. Don't use your credit card. This, and this. And it's really because they weren't taught to manage their money properly. And so they had this negative mindset that they're giving down to us. We just have this fear of credit. And I really want to like debunk all those myths, because I don't know about y'all, I love me some credit. I am building wealth through OPM other people's money. Why use your own money if you don't have to? Like, why limit yourself to what's in your bank account when your dreams and goals and aspirations are like on millionaire status? There is a way to leverage and get ahead using credit. I feel like I use the term leverage so much when I'm talking about my wealth journey. Leverage, in my opinion, is basically using what you have to get ahead without maximizing your time and your effort. Like minimizing what you have to physically do, mentally do, financially do, but still get ahead. And that's what this video is going to be about. I talked a little bit on my previous videos on my first investment property and how I leverage other people's money, how I leverage my personal credit to fund my first fix and flip, and honestly to fund all my investments. So many people have been in my comments like, girl, but you got all this debt, you got all this debt. Okay, but we have to understand that when debt is used to produce income and it gives you an asset and you're able to get passive income, like that's not the same debt that we were taught was bad. Like that's not the same thing. We have all these billionaires and millionaires that we see have all these successful trillion-dollar companies. Best believe they got to the point that they are at because they leverage other people's money. That's what the banks do. That's what the rich people do, y'all. And that's what we need to start doing. That's what I'm doing to build the life that I want. And debt is only bad when you don't know how to manage it. Debt is only bad when you don't have a plan, when it's not bringing you income, when it's not helping you get ahead. And that's the mindset that we need to have. If I'm just piling up debt and have no plan to pay it back, and I'm just looking at it like it's free money, and I'm just using it to buy all these liabilities and not assets that doesn't appreciate, essentially, that's bad debt. I'm going to break down what good debt is. How do you use debt to get ahead? What is bad debt? What do you need to stop doing? And how we can leverage other people's money, how we can leverage credit. This is what credit was designed to do. Anybody who is successful knows the power of keeping your money in your pockets, keeping your money in different vehicles that's making you more money, and using other people's money to fund those business deals, to buy that investment property, buy those assets that's gonna pay us back and allow our money to work for us. Yeah, I just really want us to start shifting our mindsets. If we really have these goals and aspirations and just way we want to live our life, we really have to change how we view money, especially if you weren't, which a lot of us weren't, taught the proper way to view money and the proper way to let money work for us instead of us work for money. I'm also going to be sharing a few personal experiences on how I've used debt to build wealth. I started my wealth journey a few years back And honestly, the most important thing that I can tell anyone starting out is to have that credit in order, y'all. With good credit, you don't even have to have money. If you have good credit and $0 in the bank, you can still get far. For me, starting my car rental business, to me buying my first home, and to doing my first fix and flip project, I've leveraged credit. I had a goal in 2024 to make $10K a month. I reached that goal after I quit my job, being a full-time entrepreneur. So being able to like leave my job and double my income and have passive income money work for me, I give the credit to credit. When I was 23, I bought my first home. And of course, I didn't have $300K in my bank account to buy a house. So what did I do? I said, hey, I have a good credit score. I have some money in savings. I want this house. I'm going to agree to make this small payment every month for the next 30 years or however long I decide to have the home. And I ended up saying, hey, I want to make some more money. I want to rent it out. I rented out the home, fully furnished, rented it out by room. I was making almost $4,000 a month. This was 2021 when I bought the home. So let's imagine interest rates, mortgage prices far lower than what the average person is paying in rent, especially in Atlanta. But all in all, I was paying under $1,500, $1,600 for my mortgage. And that included interest, that included my insurance and taxes. $1,500. I think my actual mortgage itself was like $900. So just think about that for a second. I'm paying installments on this loan every month, getting someone else to pay the loan back, and profiting whatever amount I have left. That is the key to wealth, using other people's money to get ahead. And then it clicked to me. I'm like, if I can do this with a house, I know I can do this with a car. So I'm in my Jeep right now. I purchased my Jeep a year and a half ago. I don't know. I lost track. But anyways, I bought this Jeep. It was my dream car. I wanted a Jeep so bad. I couldn't afford the Jeep. But I also was in the need for more income. So I was looking into Turo, and I'm like, like, if I can make money on my mortgage, I'm sure I can make money on a car note. So I leveraged my personal credit. I got this car. I have other people renting out on Turo, paying my note, paying my insurance, and I'm making income off of it each and every month. So like, it just, like, so I don't really understand the people in my comments just saying, oh, you're in debt. Name a person that is not. But how many people's debt is making them money? How many people's debt is getting them ahead financially? How many people's debt is actually an asset? Income producing asset. My parents, they were one of the ones who credit was bad. You don't need a credit card. It really wasn't until I graduated college and really started my wealth journey that I started building credit. Like, I didn't have bad credit, but I didn't have credit history. Nobody was gonna lend me no money. So I ended up getting, like, my first credit card was like a Best Buy credit card. It was a Visa. And I used it to buy a MacBook, and I paid it off as I like had like a budget, and I knew how much was going towards debt. I never missed a payment. I think at that point I had like a 700 credit score. I said all that to say, ultimately, get your credit in order, y'all. Credit in order so like you can fund all these ideas. Y'all been an entrepreneur all my life. But when I was in college, I started selling hair. I would literally take my refund checks. Instead of saving them, I would use it to buy hair instead of going the route that I would have today. Like, if I could go back in time and tell my younger self, girl, get you a credit card, get your hair in bulk for a cheaper price, and then pay yourself back, pay the loan back. Like, I wish I would have had that thought process instead of using my refund check. Because now, when you have to go and pay everything up front, that stops your cash flow. Less money in your pocket to pay your bills, to do the things that you want to do, because it's all going to one thing instead of a little bit going here, a little bit going there over a period of time. If I could do things all over again, I would have leveraged other people's money, and I'm going to always choose to use somebody else's money over mine. Like, if I can take these profits I'm making from Turo, take these profits I'm making from my rental income, use that to save and even put it into other investments to continue to grow my money and just pay these people back here and there, like, why not? So y'all can laugh at me all y'all want to for being in debt. But at the end of the day, I'm building the life that I want. And what that consists of is more cash flow. What that consists of is more money in my bank account to do the things that I want. And ultimately, the only way I can do that right now is to go borrow the bank's money. So y'all can't talk about me all y'all want to. But this dream car I have is funded by other people's money. So as a wealth coach, I deal with a lot of people who just have poor money management skills. And almost all of them have so much money in debt. Credit card debt or loans, personal loans using to pay off another loan. Like, that's bad debt. High interest to pay off high interest. The only thing you're getting is a poor credit score, poor utilization score, and that's all things that's harming your financial report, your credit report that, you know, ultimately is going to be used when you want to go buy a house, when you want to go buy that car. And if it's poor, you're going to have a high interest rate, which means more money coming out of your pocket or less cash flow that's circulating in between month to month. A lot of times people use credit cards to fund vacations. Now, if you're doing it for the sake of like points and stuff, I'm all for it. But like, if you're not paying it back and you're just letting the balances accumulate and accumulate, that's bad debt. Yeah, you got that vacation, you lived your best life for a little week and a half, and baby, you paying 20% interest. That $2,000 vacation that you took to the Bahamas is gonna be $6,000, $8,000, $10,000, maybe even $20,000 by the time you pay it off, because you're not prioritizing making the payment. And you're just thinking short term. They want you to think it's free money. They want you to think, oh, I got time to pay it off. They want you to say, oh, 12% interest, that's not high. If it's not making you no money on top of that, then that's a bad move. That's bad debt, baby. It's bad debt also when you have no cash flow. Okay, how much money do I actually have to play with after bills and things are taken care of? So many of my clients have so much debt they're paying off, literally no savings. So it's like something happens, they gotta go get another loan. They're just in a bad cycle. How do you get out of a rat cycle when you have no cash flow, no saving, but you're at $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in debt? You cannot get ahead that way. So ultimately, you have to put your money in vehicles that's going to make you money. And so that's what I did. I did all that with somebody else's money. Ask yourself, is this purchase helping me get ahead, or is it, you know, keeping me stagnant? Or is it putting me even more behind? If so, it may not be a good move. Until you get to that point, it may make sense to put that credit card down. Because if it's not helping you, it's hurting you, period, point blank. The system is already designed for us to fail. They don't want us to be wealthy, y'all. So they want us to think credit is bad so we can stay behind and stay stagnant. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you guys are able to decipher the difference between good debt and bad debt. I really challenge you guys to just start shifting and challenging the beliefs that you guys already have on finances. Start doing research. Start looking to what other people are doing. You'd be so surprised once you find out what's possible, the limitations that you no longer have. Remember, you are not limited to what's in your bank account. You should not be limited to what's in your bank account. We may still be building up our foundation. Why should we be limited just because we're not where we want to be yet? We don't need to. We can use other people's money to help us get there. Using other people's money really literally allows you to get to where you want to get to a little faster. If you need some assistance getting a plan for your money, click the link in the description box. Book a budget plan with me. Get that credit score in order so that you can leverage OPM, other people's money like me, and build wealth for yourself. Get that passive income and live the life that you want to live because you deserve it. If y'all have any questions, definitely leave them in the comment section. Share this with somebody if you learned something, and continue to follow along on my journey. If you're interested in seeing more, definitely like this video, definitely subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss another one. I will be back soon with another video, but until then, I will see y'all soon. Peace.